Hi there, welcome back to the greatest era of the Pokemon TCG. I'm the Wizard, and today I wanted to showcase one of the types of trainer cards that I have been working on. And the reason for this is, again, complexity and depth in building decks and interactivity between players and within the card pool and within your own deck itself. So, as I've mentioned in another video, locations should, in my opinion, be different than stadiums. Stadiums are the places in the Pokemon world where battles take place, and there are a lot of locations that I think could be included in the TCG that would have interesting effects, at least in terms of the flavor of the card game, if you take some of the influence from the video games. And one of the places that I wanted to showcase was the Celadon department store. But before I kind of dig into this, let's look at what an actual stadium card looks like. So this is from the Neo era, the Broken Ground Gym. So this card is in effect for both players, and this card stays in play until another stadium card gets played. So if one person has Broken Ground Gym in their deck and plays it, this effect is true for both them and their opponent. So this picture kind of showcases that the Broken Ground is on both sides of the field. So if a baby or basic Pokemon needs to retreat, their player pays an extra colorless energy to do so. So this is true for both sides of the field. Both players are affected by this. Now, this is not always going to benefit both players. Sometimes a player may not have any baby Pokemon in their deck, although early on in the Neo era everybody ran Cleffa, but there came a time later when there were some effects and certain attacks that made it beneficial to forego babies altogether, and this was one way that the Pokemon Company early on wanted to address the quote-unquote issue that especially Cleffa had in slowing down the Neo era games. So that's one example. Another example is the radio tower. Excuse me. So the radio tower is an in-game location in Generation 2. I believe it's Goldenrod City, the city out by the coast. But this effect does not have any effect on the battling itself. So looking at the cards in your deck, yes, in terms of the card game, this affects the battle, because if you have more cards, then you have an advantage over them. But in terms of the flavor of that, there's nothing in terms of the interaction between the actual creatures that are battling each other, the Pokemon that are doing battle against one another. Look, the trainer looking at the top cards in their deck, I think fits better in terms of the flavor as a location card instead. So in my opinion, the radio tower should actually not be a stadium. It should be a location, and it should be something that only benefits one side of the field. So if you play radio tower, it should be a location card, and it should only affect your side. So your opponent would not benefit from this card because you want to be the one looking at the top two cards of your deck and then putting them back, so you would know what you're drawing into over the next two turns. So that is my proposal. And the way that I would have this work is this card stays in play very similarly to a stadium until you play another location card, then discard this card. So this could possibly, because of the way that this is worded, it could affect both sides of the field, but I would like for at least the beginning play testing for the location only to benefit your side. So you have this card, you play this card, you benefit from this card. So the Celadon department store has a bunch of levels to it. So floor 4, for example, at least in my version of the Celadon department store, is the floor where bought the evolutionary stones, and I would have a trainer card, an item card specifically, that would be a water stone, a moonstone, a firestone, lightning stone, leaf stone, all those, where you can have some sort of benefit by playing that stone card with the Pokemon that would evolve from it. So whether it be you search your deck for one of those particular cards and you get to put it directly onto its previous evolution or something like that. I haven't decided exactly how I want these stone cards to function, but that is one thing that one option for that. There was a level where you could buy the TMs, so the technical machines, and so you would have the opportunity to search your deck for a technical machine card to be able to play. And the technical machines were different than Pokemon tool cards, at least back in this era. So I would like to keep it that way, because if you can only play one or only attach one Pokemon tool card to your Pokemon at a time, then you wouldn't be able to play a technical machine on your active, as well as, for example, a fighting band to be able to protect yourself. So again, I am in favor of more depth and more complexity, not less. So the more things that are happening, more things that are taking place, it makes things, at least in my opinion, more interesting. So I think that is all that I wanted to share with you today. If you like what I'm doing here and you want to follow along with my journey creating custom Pokemon cards and creating this new format, subscribe. I'll be hopefully putting out a lot of videos here in the future. I've got a web camera that I'm going to be showcasing the real life cards and having deck profiles and showcasing some of the decks that could be made in this new format. Comment if you have questions or suggestions for card types or custom cards that you would want to see. And if you know somebody that likes the old Pokemon card game and maybe has gotten out of it, send this to them and maybe they can get back in. I would really appreciate that. So until next time, we'll see ya.